It's spoilers, bitch. Do, do, do. You know the Britney Spears song?
I do now.
Sons were better men.
She wouldn't even harm a fly.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
You know what time it is! I don't know if
What time is it?
like a hype thing. No, like a... I'm just gonna follow you around and be like your hype man for unnecessary situations.
So you could be like that dude who follows me around with my own theme music?
Right. Like, hi, I'd like to make a deposit. Make a fucking deposit!
You could be like Obama's anger.
Right. Except I'm just your straight hype man.
Yeah, I like it. I like
Okay.
it. What's going on, reviewers? We're about to get into some spoiler talk here for Suicide Squad. If you haven't seen it, go fuck yourself.
As always, he is Mike.
And he's gonna hurt you really bad.
So we covered Suicide Squad in our non-spoiler for like a week ago. Have you...
I mean, the movie didn't even come out a week ago, did it?
It did. It came out Thursday.
Shit, we're
Last
a week.
week.
Yeah, we're a week.
Welcome to the future.
Fuck, man, that is the past.
Yeah.
We're living in the... Aren't we always in the present, though?
Right. Tomorrow is a relative term.
Alright.
It can never be tomorrow.
Alright, so Suicide Squad. Let's talk about it. I mean, there's a lot of highs and lows in this movie. There's a lot of good things and bad things. We got into some of our problems last week, but now we're going to get into the real... the nitty-gritty of the movie and let you know, just really, if you've seen it, you know, comment, let us know what you guys think, too, so that we're not the only ones just jabbing up here.
So, first for me going in, I looked at some of the reviewers, and they were just like tearing the shit apart.
Yeah? Oh, yeah.
Like on Rotten Tomatoes, when we walked in, it was at like 19% or like low 20s.
Yeah, it just keeps dropping.
So going in, I'm thinking this is about to be a shit-coated shit stain filled with shit.
Nice.
Yeah, you'll have a lot.
I didn't expect to like this movie as much as I did with its problems. You go into a movie like this and you think, all right, next big comic book movie, but then it's got that hashtag of, oh yeah, it's DC.
It's got a Warner Brothers label on it,
Yeah.
so you're like, fuck.
Let's get right into it. If you saw in the trailers, there's a character named Slipknot. They axe him off about 5 minutes into him being in the movie.
Right, he had maybe 3 minutes of screen time.
It is the definition of, yeah, we knew it was coming.
That's probably what I liked the least about it, was the fact that they just didn't use him, and he's such a cool character.
Yeah. I mean, he can climb anything.
Yeah. So how useful that is.
They also, I guess, in deleted scenes, the fact that he's like a serial rapist.
I could see why I didn't want him.
Listen, you take a squad full of metahumans, even though there's only one.
There's two.
There's one.
Diablo and Killer Croc.
Is Killer Croc a metahuman,
I'd
or is
call
he
him
a
it.
man with a genetic disease?
I'd give it to him. I'd give it to him.
You would give it to him.
I would.
You would.
I'm beautiful on the inside.
No, he's like, I'm beautiful.
That's what it was.
But listen, the whole point of this squad is to take out a Superman-level threat. And
Right.
There's no way this squad could have
If
done
Superman were to tear off the house of the White House.
it. Yeah, that's their big thing. Going straight into this movie, they don't set up a storyline that you think is going to be, all right, this is going to be amazing. But they give you the plot. They let you know what's going down. There's a threat taking over the city. And it turns out it's Enchantress, who's supposed to be on the fucking squad, but she's off dancing the boogaloo over in, Magic Machine World.
Making that weird-ass beam come up from the middle of town.
That apparently she controls with belly movements.
And then she can turn people into weird, bumpy aliens.
The wart monsters. Deadshot has probably one of the best scenes DC's ever put out, and it's just him standing on top of cars. I wouldn't say that it's anything special, other than the fact that it solidifies the character as, listen, he's a bad guy, but he is redeemable.
But how cool was it just to see him with those wrist guns?
Yeah, no, it was cool, but not Not one point during the movie do they show him doing any cool trick shot other than that one
Besides
in the
the
beginning.
one?
Yeah.
There wasn't much fan service in that sense, but there was fan service in the sense of he had the mask on.
Yeah.
And that was cool to see.
That was cool.
Not a ton, but I think enough to get you a little pee-pee up.
I guarantee. I guarantee if we see Deadshot again, the mask will be on more. They just wanted the Will Smith presence, especially to carry this movie a little bit. Margot Robbie steals the show as Harley Quinn. She has kind of an inverted plot that doesn't really make sense. They try to set up a love story between her and the Joker that everybody I hear keeps saying, oh, that's totally them from the comics. Well, no, that's not their relationship in any way, in my opinion, because their relationship in the comics is Harley Quinn is madly in love with the Joker and will do anything for him. And the Joker could give or take Harley. He doesn't really need her, but he's kind of like, oh, she's here, I'll do whatever.
Because what drives the Joker isn't that Harley Quinn love, it's the love of Batman and his desire to kill or have him be killed by Batman. So the fact that Harley Quinn is there, she's at kind of an obstacle in some sense of the word.
Yeah, I mean, there have been times where the Joker straight up tried to kill Harley.
Right.
Because of circumstances like that. So that whole relationship did not work for me, and that just plays into the fact that the Joker, I feel, was probably one of the weakest things in this movie other than its story.
But what I did like about it, though, is that they used him very limited, which a lot of people were kind of saying they should use it more. But
Yeah.
I think it was good that they gave him a back seat because it's called the Suicide Squad.
Right,
it's not Joker and the Suicide
Right.
Squad. It's Suicide Squad.
Have you seen the animated film Assault on Arkham?
Uh-huh.
Where they use him as like a cutting throw through the movie. He's just kind of there doing his own thing.
Mm-hmm.
I wish they had done that with this, but they tried to intertwine it too much. And I don't know, maybe I'm a little bit of a purist, but why does the Joker have a cell phone?
Why does he have tattoos?
Yeah, it just didn't work.
But
did not
what
work.
was nice about Harley Quinn, though, is you got to see her costume, that red and white,
Oh, yeah,
the
that
red
was
and black
cool.
checkered, nice, good fan fiction in there. Fan fiction.
Fan service?
Fan service.
Yeah.
With she had the hammer, didn't use it at all, though.
Yeah.
Just cool to see her have it.
Shut up, Doc.
We're recording!
You little cunt.
So that was cool to see. One of my favorite shots in the whole thing was that black and white dancing of Joker and Harley.
I didn't like that.
Dude, I loved it.
I didn't like that.
It looked just like the picture.
Oh, you mean, okay, yes. I thought you meant the club scene where she's like
No.
dancing on the stage.
Like right in the beginning, it was almost like a still.
It's
It was
literally
like a
straight from the comics,
It's like
yeah.
a freeze frame of just, it was like black and white. Harley's in her jester costume, and Joker is in his
Yeah, that was
suit.
great. That is probably one of the best comic interpretations anything DC's ever done.
That was super cool.
Yeah. My favorite character, Diablo, bites it in the third act, which is upsetting because, in my opinion, he steals the movie. Mm-hmm. Especially with his character
I
development
was
by
just
the
about to
third
say
act.
that character development of his was great.
He is the only development throughout the entire film. And
You could make the argument for Deadshot with his.
yeah, but he was always like that. That's
right.
the thing.
That's
yeah.
I'm just saying you can make the argument for Deadshot as
Yeah.
well. But I think one of my favorite characters is probably Waller.
I didn't like Waller.
I liked Waller.
That's the thing, though. You're not supposed to like Waller.
I didn't like her, but I liked what they did with her, I guess I should say.
I liked her in the movie. Yeah, and I'm reversing what I mean here. I liked her in the movie. I shouldn't have liked her in the movie. With Waller, you're supposed to hate her. And I was like, oh, yeah, Viola Davis, she's killing it. I like her. This is a good character. And then I'm just like, wait, I'm liking Amanda Waller. That's not right. I fucking hate every Amanda Waller I've ever seen. There's only one time you're supposed to like Amanda Waller, and that's in this Justice League kind of offshoot episode where it's like her in the future, and she's this nice old lady because she's learned from her mistakes. And I liked her too much. I was like, yeah.
Right.
I think they needed more of her doing more stuff than just eating food like a douchebag.
Right, but I like that. I mean, it's kind of that Civil War thing where you have so many different personalities. How do you balance screen time?
Yeah, but they didn't do a good job of that either.
Right, that was an issue.
Like, think about it. What does Killer Croc do? He does nothing.
He said 3 words.
Yeah, he does nothing in the entire movie. He's supposed to be their powerhouse, their guy who's able to take on the big bad, and he doesn't.
But I do have to say, though, what was cool in the beginning, how they introduced all the characters, it was very comic booky.
Yeah.
Where they show, like, a quick blurb, and on the side, like, all their bio and what they did. Granted, they gave a majority of that to Harley Quinn and Deadshot.
Yeah.
But it was just cool to see them being able to throw back to kind of a very comic book style and show Batman kind of arresting them too.
Yeah, listen. The one thing you cannot take away from this movie is how well they did Batman for the 3 minutes he's in the movie. He's literally like, and David Ayer said this in an interview. He was like, "Listen," he goes, "Batman is fucking scary to these guys. They are afraid of him, and it shows because look at Will Smith's fucking expressions when he shows up and he's with his daughter. He's like ready to kill Batman.
Gets the fucking drop on him in that
Right.
way. Dude, so cool.
That was so good. That was so well done. Nothing can be taken away from
There was
that.
2 oh shit moments for me. It was when Diablo changed, and then when Flash shows up to arrest Boomerang.
See, I knew Flash was
also
gonna be
in the
in it.
beginning. I didn't, and I loved it.
You know why? In the trailer, there's a shot of Boomerang in that subway, and then lightning around him. And I sat there and I was like, motherfuckers, did they just pull a Civil War trailer where they showed Bucky lying on the ground with his arm missing? I'm like, Flash is going to be in this fucking movie.
Dude, if there's a piece of coal in my ass, I would have shit out a diamond. It was awesome.
That was great. That was great.
Dude, it was so... I guess I didn't pick up on the lightning bolt, or I didn't pay as close of attention as it, and I'm glad
Well,
I
you
did.
know me. I read the fucking
And
trailers.
I'm glad I fucking didn't.
Yeah.
Because, oh, man, that was awesome for me, just to see Flash show up. And
He looks great, man. I think Ezra Miller's going to kill it. I can't wait to see him. The story is basically they go in to Midway City during a supposed terrorist attack led by Rick Flag with the bombs in their head. And it doesn't go down the way they think it's going to go down. They try to do a twist at the end of the movie where the mission they're completing is actually saving Amanda Waller, which did not pay off for me in any way because I was hoping it was going to be like, oh man, what if they're going to save like Bruce Wayne or something like that? And then they get him out of there, and because he's like, well, I can't go into the bat suit here or do this here. Like, oh, something like that would have been awesome. No, it's fucking Amanda Waller because she was in the building.
Right. Well, so we talked about it kind of in our spoiler talk. We couldn't get, or our non-spoiler talk. We couldn't get into it too much. Well, what were some of your low points? Now that we can actually develop on our thoughts and not just give this cryptic bullshit little...
I loved when Joker was talking, but the motions and the stuff they did with him did not work. 3 helicopter crashes in a row. It's like, all right, let's fly higher.
Right. Like, I could see how, like, a Killer Croc would survive, or, like, someone that's, like, an actual metahuman, but, like, how's Harley Quinn surviving that?
Yeah.
How's Joker surviving that?
Yeah, that's another thing. And here's the thing that pisses me off most. Maybe I would have liked the Joker more if I had seen half the scenes that they had shot with him. Mm-hmm. You hear about all this, like, they cut 95% of the scenes that Joker was in. Mm-hmm. And here's the thing. I'm going to tell you right now. I don't want to see another edit of this film. I liked the edit I saw with the problems it had. I enjoyed myself.
Yeah, it was a good time.
I can't say that about BVS when I saw it. Mm-hmm. I did not enjoy that movie. I enjoyed the shit out of this movie with its flaws.
Mm-hmm. For me, one of my low points was the motivation of the characters. We kind of touched upon it during our non-spoiler talk. But, like, right at the end where they break the remote control so that they're free. And they
Boomerang leaves.
Boomerang leaves and comes back.
Literally, they're walking outside and then he just kind of files back in with them.
Would not come back. I do not think he would come back.
Especially the way they set him up.
Especially when he's got that stack that saved his life. He's got the money.
Yep.
He's free to go. What else does he want? There's no
beer.
reason. You can go buy beer.
There's
There's no reason for him to show back up.
I guess at some point they imply that he fucks the pink unicorns. I didn't catch that.
I didn't either.
Yeah. But, okay, so let's get down to it. You probably heard this online. Did Harley Quinn kill Robin? Survey says, no, she did not kill Robin. David Ayer came out and confirmed that Harley Quinn assisted in the murder of Robin, so there is a retcon there because she wasn't even created when Robin was killed in the comics.
Of course, we're talking Dick Grayson, though. Or
Jason Todd.
Jason Todd.
Yes.
Crossing
it's okay, man. It's okay.
I know this, I promise.
But, I guarantee you it's going to play out in the solo film where you'll actually finally see it. Maybe there was a Robin killing scene that got cut. I'd be
cool.
pretty upset.
So we saw the costume.
We did.
So there was at one time a Joker, if not currently a Joker.
Yeah. I'm interested to see where they go at this point. I'm sick of having to say that. DC needs to step up their game at this point.
Because
There shouldn't be this discussion of, yeah, I liked it, but
After every movie, we're like, okay, that wasn't that good, but guess what's up next?
Yep.
Like, it should already... Like, every Marvel film, you're like, that was fantastic. How can they build upon it? It's
Right.
not, that was awful. Where can they go? And let's be optimistic.
Right.
It's, you just give us something good.
It was quality. Let's talk about what broke. They broke a lot of records as far as box office goes with this movie. Warner Brothers has at least got the financial market down.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is you're not going to get the repeat viewings with a movie like this or BVS. Look, it dropped 70% its second weekend.
Right.
You know, this movie probably is going to drop over 50%. It's not going to get the repeat viewings because the reviews have been bad.
Real bad.
You need these reviews to be good to get the repeat viewings. You need the fans to universally love this movie. Fans universally love Marvel films if they go to see it because they're not buying the ticket for the movie itself for that character. They're buying it because they trust the brand at this
If I were to rewatch Suicide Squad, it would to see Margot Robbie and Will Smith again. It would be to rewatch Diablo. It would be to rewatch The Flash. So what the Marvel films do is you're buying into the Marvel brand, whereas DC is like, look at all these big names we got. Come see them. Not come look at our amazing storytelling like Marvel's been doing lately. Marvel has the best storytellers, and because of it, they can go out and get the best person for the part. They don't have to go out. As good as Will Smith and Margot Robbie did, they don't have to go out and get the Will Smith or Margot Robbie.
Yeah.
Just because we're not buying our ticket for those for the actors, we're buying our ticket for the Marvel brand.
Yeah.
And that's I feel like Warner Brothers isn't understanding. If you just develop a good story and get a really good writers and just get your head out of your ass, we will still give you money for the good writing. We don't need the big name actors.
Yeah. It's again, we're not going to see the character. We're going to see the brand.
These guys have been around for 75 years. We've bought them. We love them. We like the character. We don't need these actors. Just follow your source material and give us what we want.
Yeah. All right, guys, that'll do it for this this spoilers territory of Suicide Squad. We don't want to get too much into it, ruin your experience. As we said before, listen, I recommend going to see this film. I enjoyed it with its issues. I think you would agree with me.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah. If you liked what you heard here, please leave a comment. Let us know what you guys think. Share some of your favorite points.
Porns.
Faye Reagan, Whitney West. There you go. As always,
He is Mike.
and he's gonna hurt you really bad. Keep it tight, people.